Hello FlossTube, welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee and this is FlossTube number 58, and it is a special edition FlossTube for Stitch Halloween in June. So we're going to talk all about Halloween stitching today, and I'd love if you joined me stitching any of your Halloween whips or starting anything new in the month of June. And if you would post it to the hashtag Stitch Halloween in June. I know it's kind of long. I've tried to think of another one, but I just couldn't think of anything that really worked. So I started this a couple of years ago just because, you know, they have Christmas in July, Stitch Christmas in July, but I love Halloween, so I wanted to do something for that holiday as well. So how it's going to work is just you stitch on any of your whips, stitch on anything new that's Halloween. You can even stitch on fall. I'm only going to stitch on Halloween because in August I usually do autumn stitching, August and autumn. So I'm just going to do Halloween in June here. But I figured it out, 12 whips, which I can't believe I only have 12 Halloween whips. It's amazing to me. So I'm going to divide them up into 2 whips a week and work on those an hour each a day at least, because I still want to do summer stitching and patriotic stitching. So I'm going to commit to at least an hour a day for each of those whips, so 2 hours a day for 6 days a week. And then on the 7th day, I may start a new Halloween pattern because I have a bunch that I would like to start that you'll see in the back of my whips I have. But anyway, so that's my plan. You do whatever you would like, but if you post the hashtag, I'll be able to see what you're stitching. So I'm also going to add in extra videos for June. So I'm going to do 3 videos, one on the 1st, one on the 15th, and one on the 29th about, it might be on that Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to California on June 7th and coming back on the 14th. So, you know, if our flight would get messed up or whatever, I might push that video to the 16th. But on each of those days, I'll give an update of my progress for that week or for those 2 weeks. And then I have a giveaway of a cross stitch pattern, or it might be an embroidery pattern, or it might be a quilting pattern, but it'll be Halloween related. I have a few, but I have a couple. I have to source a couple more at least. So anyway, so that's my plan for the month of June. I do hope you'll join me. So for this video, I'm going to show, well, I have some previous finishes back here. I will talk about in a minute. But then I'm going to show you all my Halloween whips. And then we'll see at the end how close how much I got done on them. And then I have just a teeny bit of Halloween haul. And then I have 3 Halloween quilt kits. And I want you to vote and tell me which one I should start first, or which one I should, probably will only get one done this summer, but we'll see. But which one I should start first. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with Halloween whips. Oh, and actually finishes. So you can look at these throughout the video, but this one is, okay, so I wrote them down. This is Spooky Simply Signs by It's So Emma, and I actually won this in a Fat Quarter Shop giveaway. So I think Kimberly stitched this. So this is one of them at Fat Quarter Shop stitched this. So I was super excited to win that. And then this one right here is Winifred M. Webb by Waltz Iris Naps, and I did it in Halloween colors. Just because it sounded Halloweeny, and a bunch of people were doing that. And it's Winifred M. Webb 1869, and I was born in 1969, so I thought that was cool. And then this one over here is the Salem Sisters Apothecary by Primrose Cottage. I'm sure you know that, on the backer board or the sign that her dad made. Yeah, so I love that one. And then right up here is Boo Crew. It is a Fat Quarter Shop free cross stitch pattern. So you can go onto their website. It was like if they're stitched along 1 year, and those are always free. You can go onto their website and just type in Boo Crew cross stitch, and it comes up and you can download it for free. Oh, that was the other thing. On those 3 videos in June, I'm going to try to have some free, well, I'm not going to try, I will have some free cross stitch pattern links free as well, because I have tons saved. Yeah. So anyway, those are just some previous finishes I pulled out. I have tons more, but it was going to be a lot to put up here. So now let's get to whips. Okay, so this first whip I'm getting close to a finish on. I thought I finished it last year and I didn't. It is the Lizzie Kate Spooked Mystery Sampler. And I started working on this with my friend Michelle from Stitching by the Moon on Instagram. And and I'm really close to done. I'm on the third part. This is on 28 count linen, and it's called, I'm not gonna remember now. I feel like it's called something sand. It's an XG Designs linen. It's really pretty. But anyway, here is my progress. So I just need to finish this last block over here, and I did change up some of the colors. There was, where everything was purple was like a teal color, and so I just changed it to purple because I like mixing in purple. So yeah, so that one should not take long at all. I'll probably work on that the first week to try to get it finished. As you can see what is left to be done. Not much. Okay. That'll get me going. And I do plan on framing that one. And I think I'm using almost all the called for colors, if not very similar to called for. Okay, let's see. The next one, ooh yeah, is Plum Street Samplers Jack's Bash. I have pretty good progress on this one. I am using all the called for colors. No, that's not true. I'm using mostly the called for colors, but I changed out a couple of them to put like this purpley color in it. This lavender potpourri is the purpley color. And I feel like there was one more change. Anyway, I don't remember exactly anymore. And I am stitching this on, I think it is, let me see if it's in here. I want to say, I can't remember the name of it. Something lace. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Seraphim Fabrics, 36 count antique lace. And I am using, it's mostly called for, I just changed Age Pewter to Lavender Potpourri by Gentle Arts. And Piney Woods, I changed to Classic Colorworks Pine Needles. And the Gentle Art Walnut, I changed to Classic Colorworks River Box. So anyway, I can give you those if you want them, but here's my progress. And I did change the top a little bit. I'm sorry for the wrinkles. I should have ironed these. I didn't even think of it until right now. Up here, you can see it was different. So you see the Happy Halloween is not all straight in a line, and there's two houses. I didn't like that. I wanted the Happy Halloween like this. So I am just gonna put the one house here instead of having the two. But I love how it's looking. Oh, I'm just realizing I did not put a light behind my camera, and it is like super stormy and thundery here today. So the lighting is not fabulous, but hopefully good enough. So I would like to get some good progress on that one because I would love to have that done by this fall. I figure I can also work on it in Sampler September, and then hopefully I can finish it up there. Okay, my next one, is Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. And I'm using the call for colors, except for the moon, I changed to apricot, is it apricot blush? Let me see. No, I changed to Weeks Goldenrod for the moon, and I'm still struggling with that, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I kind of wanted a more golden-y color. To me, the moon would be pretty, a more golden yellow, but it's not in this, you know, it's a very light yellow. So I don't know what I want to do. See, you can barely see it. You can see it a little more in real life, but not really. So there's, sorry for my wrinkles. I should have ironed these. They've been in there for a year or so. Well, less than a year, but a long time. So anyway, I'll have to see. I might stitch a little more of it and then decide. You can see it better in real life, but it's still pretty faint. Okay, and I have these all in these Amazon bags, but then when I pull them out to stitch, like for a while, I usually put them in a nicer Halloween bag. Okay, this is also by Blackbird Designs, Casting a Spell, and you stitch all these, and then this is a box from Hobby Lobby you can get, and it tells you the number and everything in the pattern. So I have that. I need to paint it. Yeah, so I think I am close to being done in here. Here, I don't think I'm using called for colors. I just kind of picked some similar colors that look good with my fabric. This is, I'm not even sure what this fabric is. Oh, yeah, I am. 30 count pecan shortbread that I over dyed. It was too light like this. I wanted some modeling. I wanted it more grungy. So once again, super wrinkled, but I love the way it came out. So here are the two that I have just about done. This one I think is done. This one, I'm not sure if it's totally done or not. Yeah, I think it is. No, I want, yeah, it is actually. It is done. Okay, so those two. So I have a bunch more to do. Actually, I'm not near done. I thought it was closer than that. But I really love, look at the modeling in that. And so that was just plain, this is not modeled fabric legacy linen. So it was just like a plain beigey color. And so I stuck it in a jar, a small jar kind of, so it got really scrunched up. And I put in rip dye and came out cute. Trying not to make a bunch of noise with my bag. I did a regular update video yesterday and I edited a bunch out because I made so many crinkly noises. Okay, oh, these are ornaments for my Halloween tree. So Christiane and Christine Designs 2021 Halloween Club ornaments. So there's these ones. I just have 4 here. I can't remember how many there are all together. And then I also have in the same bag, these hands-on design ornaments are really cute too. I wanted to start those after I finish these. These are just with DMC, and this is on 28 count affogato. Yay, I love when I put that in there. So these are the 2 I have. I think these are pretty much done. I Come In for a Spell and Hocus Pocus. Keep hoping I'll get a good screenshot. Oh, my screenshots are so awful. And I really don't like pictures of myself. So if you'll notice, sometimes I just put my Stitching is Elementary logo on there just because none of the pictures were good. And I tried before this taking pictures of myself to put in the beginning, and I just don't like them at all. So anyway, we'll see what ends up on the cover screen. I might try to make like a cute Halloween opening to it, but you'll know if I did or not. I don't know if it's gonna work for me. I am not super techie. Okay, ooh, this next one. I love this, but I hardly have anything done. I kept going back and forth between the flosses and the fabric. It calls for DMC, so this is the Haunted House Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. And Finally a Farm Girl, I think, finished this. She was doing a stitch along for this a couple Halloweens, I think, ago, and I started it, but I barely started it. So it was really cute. So I converted the DMC to hand dyes, and I'll go through and tell you what they are, just because this was kind of hard to do. Now, part of the hard problem is, I think this looks like a fairly light fabric. I am doing it on a dark piece of murky. Look how dark it is. But I really wanted to do it on that. But I had to darken up some of them a little bit. But here's my teeny weeny start. But I think it'll be really cool on that fabric. I just had to make sure that the flosses went. So I'm using Blackboard, Gentle Arts Blackboard for the black. Cauldron is for one of the DMC grays. Geranium. And if you pull the DMCs, they match these pretty well, so you could tell which is which. But if you want to know exactly which one went with which DMC, just comment below and I'll let you know. DMC 413. I couldn't find a good change for this one, a good match and hand-dyed, so I just left that one. Wicked Haunting. It's a Victorian motto floss. And the Fireside, also Victorian motto floss. And then Carriage Black. And Flatfish. Fragrant Cloves. And Shaker White. So those are my flosses. I think they're gonna look pretty good on here. And I mean, as I'm stitching, if I need to, I will make changes. I love converting flosses like that, but it does take time. All right, okay, this one I hardly have anything done on. So this is Hawk Run, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Yeah. And I changed my fabrics on this a bunch of times. I just couldn't decide. I finally ended up with a 36 count Fabrics by Stephanie hand dyed, and I don't even remember the name of it right now, but it's pretty cool with all this purpley green like modeling. Although I don't totally love how there's that just white spot down there, but I figure this is very full coverage, so it'll probably look fine once I get this all stitched. But so my goal for Stitch Halloween in June this year is just to maybe get the black boxes done. I'd like, okay, let me see, where did I start? This is the top left. I'd like to just get all the black boxes done and then maybe start one of them. So that's the plan. I obviously just have one black box done, and I'm doing this with half stitches, and then I'll go back with the full stitches and fill them in. That was the back. Here's the front. So that is the plan. I'm just hoping that white, I'm almost tempted to go back with some other DMC color, or not DMC, RIT color and go over that. I just don't know if it's gonna matter or not. Because I think these are the two blocks that will be down there. So it'll probably be okay. I don't know. So I got all the black done on that and maybe started one of the blocks, I'd be thrilled. And I'm using all the DMC. And I did think about getting the Vicki Clayton silks, but I'm like, I already have all the DMC and it's fine. Oh, here, I have the colors. So this is Changeling. So Fabrics by Stephanie. Oh, this is 40 count. I thought it was 36. Changeling. Okay. I must have needed 40 count to make it fit, because this pattern is huge. All right, this next one, I started and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do, but now I think I do want to finish it. So it was a stitch along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It was the Touch of Magic, and here are all the DMCs. I don't have a whole picture of it done, but I'm sure you can just buy the whole pattern now. So if you go on their website, here are all the DMCs. Really pretty colors. And here's the cute little, this cat is in it, cute little needle minder. Caterpillar Cross Stitch has some of the best needle minders. I love them. I don't remember what fabric this is on, and it is super wrinkled, but here's the first part. So it'll be really cute. It's just a whole bunch of words. You just started in the middle for the first part. Whole bunch of Halloween words, almost like subway art. Obviously, I did not work on that much at all. I started it and that was, then I never touched it again. Okay, next one, kind of the same thing. I also couldn't find the pattern, so I emailed her and she sent me the patterns again. I couldn't find the other two. So this was a stitch along by Luminous Fiber Arts. And I love it, but I started it with one strand on, I think this is 30, This might be 36 count, but it wasn't showing up great. And I wasn't sure if I loved it, but then I thought, well, it is kind of vintagey looking. So, and that cat is super cute. So that's all I have done. I love his green eyes. So I can't decide if I'm going to do this 3 together, like the pattern, or whether I'm going to make them into little pillows or make them into little ornaments. I don't know. I think I got the kit from her. So this is either 32 or 36. I'm not totally sure. But the fabric is from her. That pretty golden color. If you want to know any more about any of these, just let me know and I can look up the information. I don't want to take the time to look up in my book for everything. Okay, let's see, what's next? Okay, oh, this one. This one I love, but I messed up on really bad and had to go back and rip out last year. Okay, so let me see if yeah. So this was the 2020 Fright Night stitch along, and there's what it looked like from Fat Quarter Shop. And this one you can probably also get for free, but I'm not sure. But they did theirs on like a Hazy Effects gray, and I chose to do mine on a Picture This Plus flapper. It's a purple, and I love it. I love how the house turned out. So where I messed up was on the spider web. Up here you can see I have almost all of it ripped out. So, I don't know if you can see it on here. It's really hard to see in the picture, but there's a whole spider web right here. And I got off a little bit, and so it wasn't lining up with anything. And then when I was trying to do the tree next to it, it wasn't lining up. So I finally just decided, I tried not to rip it out, but it just wasn't gonna work. So I ripped it all out last year, and I just need to start it. Oh, I think actually, these letters are off too. That's right. I'm just remembering that. So hopefully I'll be able to make it work and not have to rip those letters out, because I think that might have been the problem. I really didn't want to rip those out because that's a ton. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to make it line up. But I really want to finish that year because it's so cute. And I did change up, instead of doing the tree black, I'm going to do it brown. And I also did the steps down here. That brown. Let me see what the name of it is. So these are all Weeks. Swamp Water by Weeks, because it has a lot of black variegation in it. So it goes really nice with the black. Otherwise, this was their floss kit. It's the called for. So 2020, that's a long time ago. I need to get that finished. All right, so I realized there are 2 whips in here. So I actually have 13 whips. The next one was the, I don't know what year this was. Maybe 2021. That was 2020. Maybe it's Bats and Booze. And I am using these flosses. If they're not called for, they're very close. Well, I'm sure this isn't called for. Yeah, they're very close. And I'm doing on 14 count gray gingham Ada by Fabric Flare. And this is the teeny bit I have done. But I really like this design. So. I'm not fitting back in my, excuse the gray hairs too. I get them colored this week. I put it off way too long. Usually after I get my hair colored, I make an appointment for the next time, and I don't know why I did not this time. And so by the time I realized I needed it, I was having to wait a while to get it done. Okay, this next one I started, and then I was, well, it's Halloween 2020 mix and match for the Lori Holt little stitch cards. And I started in colors I really like. Those are the colors I chose. I don't think they're called for, but they might be, I'm not sure. Yeah, actually I think they are called for. But then I saw somebody on Instagram who did it in a different colorway, and I really liked it, so I stopped. I'm like trying to decide which to do. So I'm just gonna go back and finish it in this. But this is on 25 count. I think it's Shadow Linen. And this is the little bit I have done. One little block. I have a 1/9 of it done. So that will be cute when it's done. And that's just for with the called for colors. Yeah, this is the cloth that's on. Push those down there. Okay, let's see. Okay, oh, wait a second. Are we, that is it, I think. We're at kitted up projects now. Yep. Okay, so that is all my whips. So actually 13. Oh, I know. I didn't show you this one, but I just showed it yesterday. So in this bag is my quilted witch. I'll just show you real quick in case you didn't watch yesterday's video. But here's my progress on that. And this is the one I work on the 13th and the 30th or 31st of each month. So I actually have 13 whips. That's okay. That's still really good. So now on that 7th day, I want to start and I don't think I have it here. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I want to start, oh no, I don't. That's a different one. Nope, I guess I don't. The Halloween, Lizzie Kate Halloween Tingles for the Carolina Stitchers Building Block SAL. So I'm going to start that on that first week probably. And then here's some other choices I have. So I kitted this one up a couple years ago when it came out and I just never got to it. The Halloween Crystal Ball by Tiny Modernist. I thought it was really cool. So I could start that. And I have, I'm using color and cotton stoneware, linen, and then the called for flosses. So that's an option. I also have, I've had this one kitted up for ages. I really should start it because it probably wouldn't take that long. Autumn Alphabet by Willow Hill Samplings. And here's the fabric and floss I chose. So when you look at the required floss, it is not this bluey green color, but I really wanted it to be, so I chose some other flosses. And there's no orange pumpkin in there, but I might make that middle one orange and then the top one white. So that's why I have an orange in there also. Oh, I want to do this one forever. Trick or Treat by Stitching with the Housewives. And I do have a piece of solid black to do it on, because I really want that gingham effect from the skirt. So this is 28 count black Joe blend. And then these are not the well, these are some called for, some I substituted with similar ones because there's some Victorian motto in here. But here are the flosses. So that'll be really pretty. More. Oh, here's the tingles. Okay. Yay, I did put it in here. So I kitted this up a while ago with the patterns and the fabric because I started the jingles and it's on Picture This Plus Ale Iridescent. I can't talk this morning. I haven't eaten much yet. I'm getting hungry. As you can see, it's iridescent. So these are long. So I just took I think I took a fat half and cut it in half. Let's see how long it is. And that will fit it nicely. So the jingles and the tingles will be on the same fabric. But let me show you the patterns. Here are these are the called for flosses. I just kitted these up recently. And it's Ghosties and Ghoulies and Hunted. October 31st and Jack-o'-lantern. So both patterns come in each little card. Just Batty and Trick or Treat. It's Hallow Scream and Toil and Trouble. It's Halloween and Fright Night. And Gone Haunting and Spooky. And then here's what they all look like together. So yeah. And I thought about changing some of the flosses, but I really like how they all look. And they look great with that fabric, so. And it's Weeks. Weeks are my favorite. Weeks and Weeks and Color and Cotton. So that will probably be my first week. I really want to start now, but I'm going to try to wait. And this one, I don't know. I've had this one kitted forever, but I'm just not really a frosted pumpkin, a huge fan. I don't know, but it is really cute. So this was a stitch along they did a while ago. And I think it'd be really cute for little kids. It was called Midnight Way. And it's just like a street scene. And I had ordered the called for fabric from them. It's 28 count Whimsy Cashel linen. And here are the DMCs. So that I'm not sure if I'm going to do. That even could maybe be a giveaway. If I decide not to do it, one of you could have it. Okay, the next one, I actually have a couple in here. Actually 3. Okay, let's see. So these aren't totally kitted up. This one I just love. Halloween Alphabet Basket by Samplers Forever Inspirations. And then I just want to do this for my Halloween tree, that candy corn by Stitching with the Housewives. And then this one I thought was so cute. Stacey Nash Primitives Thistles and Spells Pin Keep. I really like that. And I have some floss in here. I'm not sure it's for one of those. So those are some possibilities. And just have a couple more, or actually maybe, yeah, 2 more. Okay, this, let's see. Oh, there's 2 in here. Okay, so this one I got kitted up ages ago. It's Pumpkin Cottage by the Victorian Sampler. And it comes with the fabric and some silk floss. That's so cute. That goes with my seaside theme that I've been into lately. So Halloween and seaside, I might definitely have to check that one. So cute. And then this is just, it's from Forbidden Fiber Company, Absence and Desire. It goes along with Discovery of Witches is a book series. So Discovery of Witches is the first one. It's the All Souls series by Deborah Harkness. And I love it. It's one of my favorite book series. But it's about a witch and a vampire, but it's like set in modern day. Like if there really were witches and vampires, what would it be like? She's a professor at Yale or Harvard. And then she goes over to England and works at one of the universities there. Anyway, and they meet. So, but this is one of the sayings from the book. It begins with absence and desire. It begins with blood and fear. It begins with the discovery of witches. So they also have a series. They made the books into a series. So I need to finish watching it. I was going to stitch that while I watched it, but I didn't finish it last year. And I never started this. So I might restart it and stitch it. And here's the fabric it goes on. It is 32 count dovetail. So yeah. All right. And then this last one is kind of fall, kind of Halloween, but it's also huge. I don't know if I'll ever actually do it, but I do really like it. So it is Autumn Sampler by Cooler Designs. Let me see if there's a big picture of it. I don't think so. So it's just this little picture. I love that little witch down there. I think it's really cute, but it's a ton of stitching. So I stitched this up just in a Ziploc bag ages ago. So here's all the DMC. And then I picked some witch out, which I don't like really, Ada Natural, because you just need, I mean, you cover it up almost completely. So I'd have to rethink that Ada possibly if I decide to start this one. Anyway, so those are my possible starts that I have kitted up. Of course, I could always buy something, which I have a couple new things too, which could also be a start, which I will show you now because we'll go into haul. It's right there. Sorry for the crinkling. Okay, so now let's go into haul. A sip of water. So tell me below, how many whips, Halloween whips, do you have? If you're watching this, I assume you like Halloween. So I'm curious. I just couldn't believe I only have 13. That's really good for me. All right, let's see what I want to show you first. Okay, we'll just go with these first. I have a couple kitted up, but then I just have these patterns. So Room with a View by DirtyAnnies.com. That was really cute, I thought. I love this one, and I have this orange fabric. This is Boo Sheet by Dirty Annie's. I don't think I did this much trim, but a little trim around it, but I have that. That's a Weeks gingham 28 count linen. I think it'd be really cute on that. I do, at Halloween, I do all like ghosts right here. So it would be cute sitting in there. So yeah, that one. And then this one is Welcome to Halloween Town by, I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to butcher that name. And this just made me think, there was a Disney Halloween Town movie when my kids were little that they loved. So anyway, that made me think of that. Okay, so those are just the patterns. And then I got this piece of fabric also because there was a pattern that Helen D showed on her floss tube that was an Autumn Lane Stitchery, I think, haunted house pattern that she had started, that I think she belonged to their club or their Patreon, I don't know, something. And she got it last year, but it's supposed to be coming out this year. And it looked really cute, and she did it on orange fabric. So I saw this and ordered it, but it's a lot lighter orange than I thought it would be. So I think I might like over dye it with some like brighter orange. I'd like it a little brighter and a little deeper. But otherwise, I think the modeling is pretty cool. This is called Eek. Picture this plus, I guess. Eek, yeah. 32 count linen. So we'll see. That's for the future. And then I found, which I was super excited, I've been wanting to do this Halloween at Hollyberry Farms for a long, long time. So I've kind of been collecting supplies for it over the years. So it takes 35 count R&R reproduction 18th century rook. I thought it was 18th century blackbird, so I had ordered that, and then I realized it was rook. So I did find a piece of 18th century rook. I couldn't believe it. 36 count. Sorry for the crinkling. This is from, does it tell me? No, it doesn't say what store. I got it somewhere on Etsy. Oh, yeah. So I have the fabric now, so now I just have to get together the floss for it, which there's not that many. It's picnic basket, roasted marshmallow, pumpkin pie, raven, apple cider, and carriage black and parchment, all gentle roasted. I think I have most of those, but I can get them. So yeah, so that might be a start. And then this is so cute, and I do not remember. Okay, so this bag has all of these Birds of a Feather Halloween stitches in it. So I already had this one, which is Halloween Icons, and it came with the fabric, but not the floss, I think. So I'd like to stitch those for my Halloween tree. And then I got this one last year, Birds of a Feather Lost Spirits, which I think is really cute. I love it. This is like a purpley blue, a periwinkle floss in it. And then this year, who was it? I was watching some video just recently. I think it might have been the New Hampshire Stitcher, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. But whoever it was showed this one, and she said it was like a unicorn. It's kind of hard to find. Birds of a Feather Remember Me, but she found it on Etsy. And I thought, well, let me just go check because I love that. And sure enough, I found it right away on Etsy, and it was just normal price, and I got it. So I don't know if there's any more, but that doesn't usually happen. Usually when they say they're hard to find, they are really hard to find. So I think it's so cute. So I did pull the flosses for that. And I don't know what color I'll do that on. I don't know if it has a called for color. Let's see. Linen 32 count Nightingale. This is by Birds of a Feather. So no, I probably wouldn't do that fabric, but I'll just pick a fabric. So these are mostly called for. I did not have blackberry or ultraviolet or carrot. So I swapped in You see, I did have Purple Rain, which I thought it looks like it would looks similar on the picture at least to the ultraviolet. And then I had Dahlia, which looked similar to the blackberry. Yeah, and then I have Pumpkin, which was fine to go instead of the carrot. They were similar. I don't know if this is a little darker than carrot, but it's for the pumpkin in the pattern, so that's fine. So I think those are the flosses I'm going to use. And then I just need to, I'm thinking like a darker fabric, like a cocoa or an ale, Weeks Cocoa or Pictures Plus Ale would be nice on it. So yeah, so that's a possible start. And then I have one more. This also I saw in somebody's video recently that I don't remember who. And I got it right away. So it's in this little bag. It's ink circles. Oh, I know. This was on the Carolina Stitchers. Baltimore. This is one of her whips. And I was like, oh, I had never seen that. And I think it's really cute. So I was able to get the PDF right from Ink Circles. If you type this in, it takes you to where I think it was Ink Circles, because this was a collaboration between these two, I guess. But I was able to get the PDF. And I pulled together some of the floss. I don't think this is all of it, but it calls for Gentle Art Gold Leaf, Barn Gray, Ginger Snap, Chives, Carrot, and Onyx. So I had to get the other ones, and I think they may have even come to look. Okay, so that's another choice. So that is all of my whips and haul for Halloween and my possible new starts. So now I'm just going to show a little bit of quilting and then we're done. Okay, so I have 3 pretty big quilt kits. All I really love to have done right now. So I pulled them out, and I'd love you to vote in the bottom in the comments and tell me which one you think I should start. Okay, so I'll go by order of how long I've had them. So this is the first one I got, and I love this. And I really should probably start this one first because it's pre-fused. And I don't know if that pre-fusible webbing ever goes bad, but I probably shouldn't wait too long. So it's Midnight Silhouette by Blackbird Designs, but Shabby Fabrics had done a kit for this. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, or maybe both years they did it. I know they'd sold out once and then re-kitted it. And this is a lot of applique, so I've always loved this, but there's no way I'm going to do needle turn applique. So this is already pre-fused. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, please. I will do that. So you piece the stars, but then the house and all the vines around it and all the vine in the border are all applique. So it comes with everything to make the quilt. Now I may change out the black background fabric, because before I saw this, I had gotten a bunch of the fabrics to do it, and I had gotten a black background fabric that had these cool little stars on it that are like tone on tone. And this looks like it's just a solid black. So I'm thinking I'm going to change that out and use the one I already have, but then I'll use all their pre-fused fabrics. So it also comes with, so let me show you. These out a little bit. So here's a bunch of the pre-fused pieces. Sorry for the crinkling. Oh, look at that fabric, so pretty. That's like a brushed cotton. Love it. And then you have to make bias stems, so it comes with that, or you purchase that. I'm sure I purchased it. And then this is the applique thread set. So I don't know if they'll have this again this year or not. Maybe. So I think it is usually pretty popular. And then like here's the pattern. Ooh, I think I have an extra pattern of this, so maybe I'll do that as a giveaway also. I'll have to go find that because they gave me another pattern. Okay, so I'll put that away later so you don't have to hear crinkling. So that's one choice, so Midnight Silhouette. And then this is the Spooky Shelfie Quilt Kit, which I think is so cute. I got this last year. Here's what it looks like. It's with Spooky Schoolhouse Fabrics by Melissa Mortensen, I believe, for Riley Blake. Let me see. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I remember her name. That was good. Yeah, so that is super cute. I'll show you the inside. So it comes with this big paper around it. And then one of these cool boxes. Let's see which side, yeah. That has a magnetic like flap. So in here is all the fabric. I love this spooky schoolhouse. It's so cute. So yeah, so that's another option. So let's see, what do they call it again? Spooky shelfie. So midnight silhouette, spooky shelfie. And then the last one, can you guess? I'm stitching the cross stitch for this one. The quilted witch, which I got from Happy Little Stitch Shop last year. And I never started it. Look at all that fabric, holy moly. So this is the Lori Hope fabric that goes with it. A lot of people were doing this in different fabrics. Christy from Crosshatch Quilts was doing it in really pretty vintage fabrics. I forget the name of the line from years ago, but it had like blacks, oranges, and like that mint green in it. It's gorgeous. So if you haven't seen hers, go to her Instagram and look at her pictures because it's really cool. Okay, so the Quilted Witch. So should I do Midnight Silhouette, Spooky Shelfie Quilt, or Quilted Witch? Which should I start first? So leave your choice in the comments below. And yeah, that is all I have, I think. Let me double check my notes. Yeah, so I will see you again this coming Saturday on June 1st. And I'll let you know which of these I'm going to start. Maybe I'll have it started. Also, I think I might start stitching some of this a little bit early. So I'll show you any progress I have from that. So those will be pretty quick videos. Anyway, so I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. Today is Memorial Day. I think I said that. So I hope you have a great Memorial Day with your family. Looks like it's starting to clear up. Like we had black skies and thunder this morning. Like it was super black, but now the sun looks like it's starting to come out. So hopefully we'll have a better day than we thought for our Memorial Day picnic. So once again, thank you to all who have served. And I hope you have a great day and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye.